A good friend of mine, Ian Grant, down in Victoria. He wrote a track called The Shores of Cromarty some years ago, and got him on the line to tell us all about it. Ian, good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Jeff. It's nice to be here.
Yeah, well, you've got a nice little hit on your hand with this one now, haven't you?
Well, it's gone really, really good over in Scotland, and they've played it a lot in Ireland, and it's great that you're playing it in Australia.
Oh, I thought when I had the CD in my hot little hand, I'd send you a message and just get the reaction that I got. And thanks very much for coming on the program, mate, because I think it does deserve a mention here in Australia. What would you like to say about this particular track, mate?
Well, it's a song I wrote a long, long time ago, Jeff. Me and my wife and 2 children at the time emigrated to Australia from Scotland, and I'll be here probably about 3 years, and I was sitting one night and I was missing my mum, and it came into my head about a song. I should write a song about my mother, and so I wrote this song. Now, where I came from in the east coast in the Highlands of Scotland up in the north, it was dotted with little fishing villages all around there, where in the late 1800s, early 1900s, that's how they earned their living. They were down to fish the North Sea.
Right.
And many of them never got back, Jeff. The fishing boats weren't like they are now, and the North Sea can be a rather treacherous place to be. And so I thought it wouldn't be unusual to see a mother standing on the shores looking for a wee boat in the horizon to see if her son is coming home, and I liken my mother to that mother.
Right.
I wrote the song The Shores of Cromarty.
Right.
A mother waiting for her son to return.
And
Go on.
I can honestly say, those seas over there, there's something shocking, aren't they, with the fishing vessels?
Mate, and they went out all year round because that's how they earned their living. So it would have been a very, very treacherous way to earn a quid.
You only got to see some of those things they put on Facebook with some of those fishing vessels out there and up and down. No good for me, I'm sorry.
No, nor me, mate. Nor me. I'm better to write about it than be there. But I had that was over 40 years ago.
Golly gosh.
And held on to that song, and the only time it would have been heard is when I was having a few beers at a party. Somebody had asked me to sing The Shores of Cromarty. You know what it's like.
I do remember what it was like.
You were there. And, and it would get an airing here and in Scotland when I go back home to Scotland.
Right.
And my mum died shortly after I wrote that, but I had the chance to get home, and I sang it to her before she passed, and she said to me, "You wrote that for me." And so she recognised I wrote the song for her.
How did you get Paula McCaskill to do it?
Yeah, well, that's an interesting thing, because, like I said, I had that song for about 40 years, and a good mate of mine, Johnny Chester, the singer,
what a double that'd be.
Chess was at one of the beer sessions and heard me sing it, and he liked it.
Right.
And he said, "You really should do something with that song. It's just a shame that nothing's ever been done with it." And he eventually got me into a recording studio, and I recorded the song,
right,
so I could give it to someone and try and flog it. But I never did anything much with it then either. And I got cancer, Jeff, and I thought, geez, I might drop off the perch. And so I really should see if somebody would sing my song. I'd ordered a lot of songs from Ireland, and in among them was a couple of CDs from Paula McCaskill.
Right.
And when I heard her singing, I thought, that's who I want to sing the song. So I sent my CD to Paula, and I asked her would she be interested in recording it. And she got back to me and she said, "I'll have it and it'll be on my next CD."
Well, there you go. Amazing things happen, don't they, eh?
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I remember the night that you particularly sang this, and I happened to be looking for some music, and Manson Grant, and you probably know him too over there. I rang him about the particular one I was after, and he put me in the right direction and attained what I was after. And he said, "Have you heard of Paul McCaskill?" I said, "Oh yes, I have." And he said, "I'll send you a latest CD," which he did. And lo and behold, when I turned over the back and I saw that, I said, "I know who I can play this for and bring back some memories."
Dear, yes, it certainly does. Look, I'm thrilled you're playing it.
Well, look, Ian,
Paula is too.
I bet she is too, and of course you can get us online now around the world with streaming and everything else, so get all that there. But look, Ian, thanks very much for your time this morning. I much appreciate it, and you just look after yourself. I know your health hasn't been all that bright and breezy, but just look after yourself, and let's hope this song can do some big things for you.
I will look after myself, Jeff, and thank you very much for letting me have a talk with you. I appreciate that too.
No dramas at all. Ladies and gentlemen, the gentleman who wrote this song, Mr. Ian Grant, on the line there now, and here's the song from the lady herself, Paula McCaskill, and the Shores of Cromarty.
Beside the shores of Cromarty, a dear old lady stands, looking far out seaward